Hello, my absolutely beautiful Libra friends, and welcome to your horoscope for July of 2022, where Libra this month, I think we've got such a gorgeous signature in the cosmos for you of independence or interdependence instead of anything resembling some kind of codependence. Now, I also think that these particular stamps are so prominent because it seems like there's this aspiration, Libra, that you've been moving towards of something that you have wanted to achieve. Or maybe it's almost this idea, Libra, that I have for you all month long where it's like I'm outgrowing that old story, right? Or maybe my family or my community or my whatever in my life has always been this way, and this month you're hitting this space, it looks like, of an interdependence that allows this growth to really blossom. And it does it by showing you where you're at in some of your conceptions of fear and self-doubt, and that you've actually done some beautiful work in overcoming them. So I'm very excited about this month for you. Not to mention, we are going to have a conjunction of Uranus and the North Node, which is so profound. It will destruct, innovate, and bring beautiful destiny spiritual friends that you're fated to meet with to help you move in the direction of this independence, of this interdependence with others and the resources around you. So let's get in here and talk about what's going on this month, Libra. Okay, first of all, on the 5th, little bit of a busy day. We've got Mars moving into the energy of Taurus, which is going to light up your 8th house space. Uranus and the Node are also over here, so it's working. It's a vibrationally heavy kind of energy. And with the changes in the electricity that has been thrown and shifting this 8th house energy for you, now Mars is going to bring in action that creates long-term stability and success for you. So nice and slow and steady is going to win your race this month, but it really is about taking action that builds resource, okay? Now, this is in your 8th house, so this is the house of intimacy. So I like to say, you see into me, right? So you are deeply connected in some way to another resource that if that resource has changed directions, you're gonna have to change directions as well. So if it's a spouse's income and the income changes, it goes up, it goes down, it will affect your life and your world. A loan, a grant, maybe somebody dies and there's an inheritance that comes. Whatever it is, this other resource, as it changes, has the opportunity to change you as well. Now, the other thing I've really come to enjoy the 8th house around is collaboration, just in general. So it's a great month for you if you need to build collaboration or you need to build a stream of resource that leads to that interdependence and allows more independence. I think this is a phenomenal use of this Mars energy all the way until August 20th, okay? On the same day, we're going to see Mercury move into the energy of Cancer, lighting up the tip top of the chart. So your career space. Now you're making decisions, having conversations, listening. There's a much more emotional base, which is not negative. We have a wide range of emotions to experience as human beings, but your decisions are based out of a more emotional capacity. You're able to hear and listen, and you have this desire in your life to not just have all of these different things going, but to have really good things, right? Have something that is quantifiably good quality in your life. These will be signatures of this Mercury Cancer energy. On the 13th, we've got a full moon that's going to be happening in the energy of Capricorn at 21 degrees, Libra, okay? So this lights up for you the 4th house space. Now, we've had Saturn blow through the energy of Capricorn, and now we've got Pluto at these last degrees of Capricorn as well. So your home life, home, family, real estate, property, things with your parents, your own psychological settings, your default settings, anything in you, Libra, that was built around this idea of I don't need anybody or I absolutely need this resource, right? There's a change to the story that's been happening around here. So with this full moon in Capricorn, we're being asked to end something, acknowledge something, or make an adjustment to some kind of structure that has been in our life, in our home lives, right? So what you're looking for essentially here is, especially because we've got this moon connected to both Mercury and to Uranus, which are in fellow Earth energy Taurus as well, it's really about what am I doing in my home zone to bring about success, Think about that story and how that resonates for you as you're traveling with this moon. On the 17th, we've got Venus moving now into that energy of Cancer. So it's kind of optimizing and magnetizing in opportunities around work. Now, keep in mind, if you are not working, you're retired, you're unemployed, you're just independently wealthy, whatever you're doing where you maybe don't have a job, you can also understand the 10th house as your reputation. What do we call you in public? And this includes, do we call you married? Do we call you single? Do we call you mother? Do we call you father? Do we call you, what is a title that you carry that your community knows you as? Because Venus is now magnetizing this area. So how fantastic if you're trying to build resource and confidence and have these family situations in your life look different and the work situations in your life look different, to have Venus magnetizing in emotional health, some affection, some appreciation, even appreciation at a public level. These are to your benefit. Now, we'll see Venus traveling through this Cancerian energy all the way until August 11th. So enjoy the vibration. And remember, Venus is a magnetizer. You don't have to work hard. You have to get into the pleasure principle. Make something good. Make sure that it's quality and allow that to attract what you need into your life to create that interdependence and that independence, okay? On the 19th, Mercury moves into the fiery energy of Leo, and now your 11th house is lit up. So you're talking, you're socializing. I'm busy, I'm making decisions around friends, organization, social groups, social media. Maybe there are groups with Mercury and Leo here that are helping you, Libra, to express, Leo, your deep desires, to express a message that you have. Mercury is also strong for decision making. What are you getting involved in, Libra, where you're like, I have to make this decision for me, or I have to really be strong in holding my side of the interdependence of what I'm connected to in my 11th house, and not just losing my voice in a codependence, right? Because interdependence creates independence, right? So it's a really beautiful thing that Mercury maybe is helping you make some fiery decisions about. On the 22nd, we're going to amplify that energy with the sun moving into the energy of Leo, bringing light, heat, life, and vitality to this 11th house until August 21st. And so we are going to see now that you are motivated around this social sphere. So where are you coming out? Creators, I'm telling you, this is a fantastic energy for collaboration. So if you can bring it out here and be collaborating or creating resource streams where you are getting passive income, this is a fantastic energy for you. But you also have to, Leo, you have to take a risk in order to make it happen. Just a couple days later on the 28th, we're going to now have a new moon at 5 degrees of Leo. So planting your seeds of intention in this 11th house, right? What are the goals that you have for yourself? What are the goals that you have for being generous, living big, taking a risk, gorgeous self-expression, big heart on your sleeve energy, positive changes of direction in a life and culture and friendships and communities that bring you support, and they bring you positivity, they bring you some enthusiasm, right? Like, are you hanging out in spaces where you walk in and people don't effing light up when they see you, right? And why is that, right? This could be the place where some of that work is at, but it could also be the time where you look around and say, I need a different level of support, and I'm going to have to take a risk to innovate this area of my life to have a different experience, okay? Also on the 28th, we've got Jupiter, who's in Aries, taking its retrograde from 8 degrees of Aries to 28 degrees of Pisces. So we'll see Jupiter in retrograde from now all the way until November, leaving the full retrograde cycle in February of 2023. Now, as Jupiter takes this retrograde, we have the opportunity to review the philosophies that have been guiding our lives, right? Because we've built our lives on some beliefs, some truths, and are they still the right truths? For you, these are truths about relationships. What does it mean to be in relationship, right? Like, what does that truly mean to have solid, steady engaging relationships that have a hell of a lot of integrity to them? What does it mean for you to own your self-identity in the relationships that you're dancing in? I think it also is a place to look around, honest to God, for where you've got too much relationshiping. Where is there an excess of relationship in your life? So it is quantity, not quality. This could be a time where you're really firming up these resources to create an interdependence, a share of information, a share of energy, so that you create a beautiful independence that allows that interdependent relationship to really flourish. So I think you've got a gorgeous opportunity with Jupiter retrograde to relook at that and relook at the strategies and the goals that you have based on the philosophies you've been living by. Now, as we close out this month at 18 degrees of Taurus, we're going to see Uranus and the North Node come together for a conjunction. And this is just so divine, okay? Now, this is going to align in that 8th house, joint resources, intimacy, healing, trauma, astrology, right? And as the North Node and Uranus come together, it brings us people, places, or things that break down Uranus, the way we've been doing something, because it's not actually, the strategy is not actually in alignment with pulling us towards the destiny of creating self-sufficiency, creating solid resources, creating long-term sustainability. So for you, especially in this 8th house, some of this, some of this could really have to do with surprising innovations or surprising Uranus information coming to you around the 8th house. Did you get the collaboration? Are you pulling in a sponsorship? Is there a breakthrough that happens in therapy for you? Did a spouse or another financial or another resource take a shift in some way? And now it is ultimately of a course correcting, course changing, course innovating energy that becomes available to you. Whatever it is, I would take particular note really from the 20th of July looking all the way until about the 1st or 2nd of August, paying particular attention here on the 31st to what Uranus and the North Node bring into your life. All right, my absolutely beautiful Libra friends, I hope you have a gorgeous month. I love you a ton, and I look forward to seeing you next month. Bye, Libra.